seed, taking on Wang Yi, the number 8 seed in an all-China face-off for the title. After that, we will have the men's doubles final between China's Yang Weiheng and Wang Chang, and Malaysia's Goh Zifei and Noor Izzuddin, who have had a stellar run to the main event. We'll then witness the women's doubles final as the 7 seeds from China, Zhang Xuxian and Cheng Yu, come up against the number 2 seeds from Korea Republic, Baek Hana and Lee Se-hee. Jonathan Christie of Indonesia and Li Shifeng of China will then enter the arena to do battle in the men's singles final in what should be an explosive and engaging contest in our penultimate match of the day. We will then finish up with the mixed doubles final as Seo Seung-jae and Chae Yu-jung of Korea Republic take on Chinese pairing of Feng Yan-zhe and Huang Dongping for the right to be crowned champions of Asia. Those are the titles on the line today. A massive day in the competition. And we begin with the first one on our schedule, the women's singles final.
Orange or silver? Orange or silver? Orange, silver for you. Orange, you want to toss? This side, silver receive. Serve.
Well, we have here the world number 2, Chen Yufei, coming up against the world number 9, Wang Yi. This is their route into the final. Look at the semi-finals. They've been dominated by Chinese players. It's an all-China final here. These 2 players will be very familiar with each other, having met on 8 previous occasions. Now, the problem for Wang Yi here is that she has to do something which she has never done, and that is to find a way to defeat Chen Yufei, who has a 100% record against Wang. Chen has won all 8 meetings against Wang, stretching back to their first one in January of 2020 at the quarterfinal stage of the Malaysia Masters. Chen with a 21-19, 21-14 victory over Wang Yi in a tournament that Chen went on to win as she defeated Tai Tzu-ying in the final there. The most recent meeting prior to this one was at the India Open. Chen Yufei defeated Wang Yi in the semi-finals, 21-13, 21-18. A perfect record for Chen Yufei against Wang Yi. This is the first time, though, that these players are meeting in a final of a tournament. Wang Yi may have never beaten Chen Yufei, but Wang does have something that Chen does not, which is a Badminton Asia Championship crown. Wang defeated Akane Yamaguchi in the final of the 2022 edition to pick up her first ever Badminton Asia Championship title. Chen Yufei has come close on a number of occasions, but has not yet been able to take the gold. She lost to Tai Tzu-ying in the final in 2018, then had to settle for bronze medals in 2019 and last year in Dubai. She will be determined to finally make this her moment. Su Xiaofeng of China, the umpire for this one. Likes to keep the game moving along swiftly. Doesn't like those delays. Duangjai Siriwatannasin, the service judge from Thailand.
On my right, Chen Yufei, China. On my left, Wang Ziyi, China. Wang Ziyi to serve. Level. Play.
Wang Ziyi on the far side of the court. He'll be serving first against Chen Yufei on the near side in the red. This is customary in clashes between opponents from the same nation. They don't get any coaching from the sidelines or from the corners. They have to address the challenges here all on their own. Wang Ziyi had a round of 32 matchup against Wardoyo of Indonesia. She won that comfortably, 21-9, 21-10. She came up against Singapore's Yeo Chia Min. Again, pretty straightforward win for Wang Ziyi in that one, 21-13, 21-14. For an impressive three-game victory. That one by 2-1 against Aya Ohori. She actually lost the first game, 15-21. That was a very strong comeback there. 21-12, 21-11. Aya Ohori, by the way, the player who knocked out Tai Tzu Ying in the round of 16. That was a big upset. Ohori going into that quarter-final against Wang Ziyi with lots of confidence and was very strong in that first game. No credit to Wang Ziyi that she was able to recover under that pressure. Make it level. 21-12, take it one game apiece and then go all the way to win it.
1-3.
And then in the semi-final, coming up against He Bingjiao. From both Wang and Chen in that passage there with this first smash initially down the line and then going across court. Just continually putting Wang Ziyi under pressure in that situation and going for the kill at the net. Well, 6 of their 8 meetings have been settled in 2 games. Only needed to take it to 3 games on 2 occasions. Once in April of 2022 at the Korea Masters. Did at the Korea Open in July last year. Chen Yufei, more experienced of these two. No longer has that experience of winning on the BWF World Tour. 14 titles on the BWF World Tour for Chen Yufei. But she has in the big championships, in the World Championships, and at the Asian Championships, struggled to just get it across the line, really. Look at Chen Yufei in her career. 2 bronze medals in 2017 and 2019 at the World Championships. Picked up another bronze last year in Copenhagen. And then when she was in the final in 2022, lost out to Akane Yamaguchi in 3 games. Just found it difficult up to this point to just win those finals and get the gold. Similar sort of story for her at the Badminton Asia Championships as well. Silver medal in 2018, losing to Tai Tzu-Ying in straight games. 1921, 2022. And then the year after that, also in Wuhan, losing out to Akane Yamaguchi in the semi-finals in 3 games to settle for the bronze. Last year, losing to An Se-yong, having to take the bronze as well. Now, both these players have a similar sort of style. From what I've observed at this tournament, both very measured, very composed in their play. It's a lot of good control, and they move around gracefully on the court. In terms of strategies, in terms of the tactics here, and the approach, it's going to be really interesting just to see how that progresses. Capable and comfortable in a number of different areas of their play. We're seeing that. Good work. Move around the court. Defensively, they're quite happy to deal with situations. Making some good saves there. Just misjudged. And Chen Yufei is going a little bit longer. Wang Zheyi with the 21-19, 21-17 victory in the semi-finals yesterday against He Bingjiao, who knocked out An Se-yong. And it's opened things up very nicely for Chen Yufei as well. Think about some of the competition that she's struggled against. Also Tai Tzu-Ying and An Se-yong. At the Asia Championships. Probably a bit of relief as well, the fact that both those players were knocked out of the competition. The one with Tai Tzu-Ying was a surprise, going out in the round of 16. And with An Se-yong in the quarterfinals. Both Tai Tzu-Ying and An Se-yong finalists last year. Chen Yufei, who's been very consistent in this tournament as well. The run she has made into this final. Came up against Supanida Katetong of Thailand in the round of 32. That one in straight games, 21-14, 21-16. Then took on Sim Yoo-jin in the round of 16. Straightforward there for Chen Yufei, 21-9, 21-12 to progress into the quarterfinals. There was a bit more of a test there for Chen Yufei in the form of Gregoria Mariska Tunjong. 21-16, Chen Yufei taking the first game in that matchup. And then she was really tested in the second game. Goria Mariska Tunjong with a very good lead in that second game. And Chen Yufei showing those fighting qualities, those championship qualities, to come back to win that one, 21-19. And then was a bit more comfortable yesterday against Han Yue. 21-15, 21-16 victory for Chen Yufei. Hasn't had to go into 3 games in this tournament in any of her matches just yet, Chen Yufei. Wang Zheyi has against Tohori in that quarter-final matchup. Some concern here for Wang Zheyi as well. Already seen it very early on. A couple of times she's been clutching her lower back. Got a few knocks. Going to try and loosen up her lower back. Something to keep an eye on. We're hoping that she's fit enough to give this a really good go, and that we won't have to see a retirement. Always incredibly challenging, mentally, physically, at these tournaments, every day in high-intensity matches. See a number of players needing the treatment. We saw that yesterday in the semi-finals, in a few matches, players requesting for treatment. See lots of strapping on the legs. It really is very intense, a big test of your mental and physical resilience and how you manage your recovery. Tough schedule. It's a good save there from Wang Zheyi, going across court. Chen Yufei once again now.
Over 10-5.
Good power and control. Just behind that from Chen Yufei, finding the consistency with the smashes early on.
Get ready.
Yet to win a title in 2024, Chen Yufei. She has come close. Started the year with a third place finish at the Malaysia Open. She was knocked out by Tai Tzu Ying in the semi-finals there. 2 games. Won the first game, 21-17.
Service over 10-all.
And lost the next two, 15-21, 18-21. Followed that up with a silver at the India Open. Again losing to Tai Tzu Ying. Real strong rival, nemesis. 16-21, 12-21 in the final of that. As I mentioned earlier, defeated Wang Zheyi in the semi-final, 21-13, 21-18 to progress into the main event in New Delhi.
11-10 in the hole.
Wang Zheyi takes the lead going into the interval by a point, 11-10. Nice and close, very competitive as expected in this final here, the Badminton Asia Championships 2024.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 11-10. Play.
I just changed it up there. I waited for the moment, put it into back alley of the court. Just drew her towards the net. Chen Yufei picked up a bronze at the French Open, losing to Akane Yamaguchi. 3 games in the semi-final in Paris. And then prior to showing up here in Ningbo, that quarter-final exit, the All England. She lost in the quarter-final to Karina Marin, 17-21, 15-21. An opportunity for first title of the year, and a huge title at that, this one. She manages to get it across the line this time. Be her first ever Badminton Asia Championship crown. Number 2. Go to 12 all. Wang Zhiyi already has a title in 2024 at the Indonesia Masters. A really good run there, Wang Zhiyi. Beat Yo Chia-min in the round of 32. And then Aya Ohori in the round of 16.
13-12.
Took care of Gao Fangjie in the quarterfinals. Beat He Ping Jiao in 3 games in the semi-finals, and then defeated Nozomi Okuhara in 49 minutes, 21-14, 21-13, to take the win in Jakarta. And prior to that, got the bronze at the India Open. And the start of the year at the Malaysia Open with the round of 16 exit. The He Ping Jiao. Bit of frustration for her the last 2 tournaments prior to this one, though. Back-to-back round of 16 exits at the French Open and the All England. For Wang Zhiyi, it is neck and neck here. Exchanging points, exchanging blows. Wang Zhiyi with a lovely winner in this position. Full of focus, eyes on the shuttle all the way through. And just across the body. Great angle on that winner towards the backhand side of Chen Yufei. It's been that sort of match so far. Patience, testing each other out in the rallies. They try and move the opposition and then work the spaces when they arrive, when they open up. Neither player really looking to be in much of a rush, in much of a hurry. Composure and control all around. Sensing the opportunity to attack. Straight off that long serve from Chen Yufei. Smash back down the line. Make it 14-all.
Over. 19, 14.
Getting the lift on that drop shot there.
16, 14.
Sending it far too long. Wang Ziyi. A bit of a gap now. It's only been a point between them. And at this stage, a 2-point deficit could be crucial here.
Over. 15, 16.
Now it's Chen's turn there just to overcook, clear with the backhand. Chen Yufei just wasn't quite ready to receive. Needed a bit more silence from the crowd. They've had some really good atmosphere over the last few days. Great crowds here in Ningbo. Added a lot to the tournament. And we treated to some top-class badminton.
Over. 17, 17.
She's just clutching her lower back again. Wang Ziyi, obviously an area of concern for her. It's the third time now I've noticed that. Seems to be struggling with an issue with the lower back.
17, 15.
She has been involved in some very long matches, especially in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. An hour and 5 minutes. That 3-game matchup in the quarterfinals against Ayao Hori. An hour and 2 minutes against Helping Jiao yesterday.
16, 17.
Just 33 minutes to defeat Esther Nurumi Triwardoyo in the round of 32, and then 40 minutes to defeat Yo Jiamin. Much more time on the court in the quarterfinals and semi-finals for Wang Ziyi. go across there, but instead just wanted to force Wang Ziyi into the lift at the net. Exchanging a couple of deep clears there. Too deep.
17 all. Okay.
Wang Ziyi again. Just keeps knocking a lower back. Going to give it a bit of a massage. I'm talking about her time on court. For Chen Yufei,
They're ready.
45 minutes in the round of 32 against Supanida Katetong. 33 minutes against Sim Eugene in a round of 16. And then 49 minutes in the quarterfinal against Gregoria Mariska Tunjong. 45 minutes yesterday against Han Yue. Spent less time on the court. I wonder if that will help in terms of a freshness.
19,
Doesn't look to
17.
have any real concerns, Chen Yufei, but for Wang Ziyi, it's that constant problem with the lower back that she's having to get through and she's having to deal with in this one. Putting in a very impressive performance so far against the more experienced Chen Yufei. Challenge though, looked really close. But Chen Yufei had that 2-point lead. It's been eaten away by Wang Ziyi. Not only that, she's taken the lead and could very well go 2 points up here herself, depending on the result of this challenge.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Unsuccessful
19,
challenge.
17.
And Chen Yufei, it's Wang now,
Play.
who is 2 points ahead and 2 points away from taking the win in this first game. These key moments
19.
under pressure here. Chen Yufei delivering quality. Tried to get to it. There's just too much pace on that one. See again, just giving a lower back another knock. Change up the tempo there, Chen Yufei. Oh, she's back level. Wang Ziyi really looks like she's struggling here. Again, having to just have a stretch there for lower back. After that point, and Chen Yufei is quite happy. I think she will also be looking at the fact that Wang Ziyi is having a few issues with her lower back. She will definitely have noticed that. And she will have known that Wang Ziyi has been on the court a long time over the last couple of days.
19 all.
Probably will be feeling the pressure of the two, and what that means as well in terms of the strategy is Chen Yufei will be perhaps a little bit more willing to go on these longer rallies and just stretch it out even more. Not to tire out Wang Ziyi. Get her to really suffer out on that court. Nicely done for Wang Ziyi.
Service over. 1-8. Get
Also on the mental side of things, when you win a point, you tend not to remember that you've got an injury. You start to lose a point, then suddenly you remember, oh, I've got a bit of an ache here. It's been interesting as well that whenever she's lost a point, on most of the occasions where she's lost a point, she's gone for her lower back. When she's been winning those points, she hasn't really paid much attention to it. Oh, big one. Big one, massive win here in game one. You can see how much it means to Wang Ziyi with that outburst of emotion. Normally very calm, very composed. But she was absolutely delighted with that. Struggling with an issue on her lower back. Again winning that point. Forgets about her lower back problem. Celebrates that nicely. Wang Ziyi, chance to have a bit more of a stretch here. Taking that first game, 21-19.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Blank.
That win in the first game for Wang Ziyi will have given her a lot of belief coming into this one. Makes it just that much easier as well to fight through the pain that she's experiencing. When you're on top, you've got the advantage of having won that first game. You're one game away from winning the title. Well, she was in a difficult position there, Wang Ziyi. Really needed a mistake to come from Chen Yufei. A bit of good fortune there with a touch off the net going her way on that occasion. Also a former Asia junior champion in singles. Won the title back in 2018 in Indonesia, defeating Tomei. 21-19, 21-8. The last four matches between these two have all ended in 2 games. July 2023, the Korea Open. The last time it went to 3 games. In that one as well, Chen Yufei lost the first game 10-21 before bouncing back 25-23 and 21-12.